So the journey's been pretty wild, but rewarding to say the least. The first 9 to 12 months were full of 10 to 12 hour days. Just a couple of us in the office, just basically tackling a multitude of tasks, whether it be operational, sales, marketing, accounting, anything that needed to be done. There were some bumps in the road, and we did make some small mistakes that we've learned from. But to be honest with you, over that past 9 to 12 months, all the hard work has really paid off, and Freight Ninja has now become the company we always envisioned it to be. And everyone that really sacrificed and put in that hard work over the past 12 to 18 months should be proud of the company that Freight Ninja is now and what we're becoming. So I've been in transportation for the past 18 years, and 14 of those years I've been in the trailer leasing industry. Prior to my role here at Freight Ninja, I was a sales representative for a local trailer leasing company for the past 6.5 years. So I think one of the biggest tools is being able to service your customer. I've always prided myself on having excellent customer service. I think any good business is really built on servicing your customers regardless of how big and small they are. One thing I've learned throughout the years is if you do not service your customer, somebody else will. And I like to apply that to our Freight Ninja sales reps now by always instilling in them that we need to be the best at what we do and make sure we are always servicing our customers to the best of our ability. So the most gratifying thing has really been working with the Freight Ninja sales reps and seeing their growth and progress since they've started. It's been my job to train, coach, and mentor them to help them master their craft. Just to see where some of them were when they started to where they've gotten now. Some of the large accounts that they've closed, some of the bigger roles that they've taken on, to me has been much more gratifying than any personal achievement I've had here. I would say my favorite yard is the Addison, Illinois yard. I believe I kind of have a personal connection to this yard. It was the first yard that I was tasked to go out and find tenants for. We were able to partner up with a local tenant here that took the whole yard. The yard itself is an outstanding yard. It's paved concrete, electronic gate, perimeter fencing. To me, it's always been the model yard of what we want our yards to look like going forward. So I would say, obviously, the most influential person in my life has always been my dad. He passed a couple years ago. However, the work ethic he's always kind of instilled in me has been everlasting. He worked for the electric company here, ComEd, for over 35 years. And, he got up, was out the door at 6 a.m., back at home at 5, but he always had time for my brother and I when we got home, whether it be coaching our baseball teams or helping us with homework. He always had a little saying, the Lord loves a working man, which always kind of got us, inspired. And, he always really preached accountability, work ethic, and discipline too. So I kind of taken everything that he's taught me and, bring it with me every day here at Freight Ninja. So I have two sons, ages 11 and 14, who pretty much play every sport imaginable. So my wife and I split a lot of time driving the boys to all their sports, which are hockey, baseball, football, basketball, lacrosse, cross country. So a lot of weekends and weeknights spent doing that. However, it is great watching them compete at what they love. And, aside from that, just like to travel, go to a couple Bears games every year, and get a little golfing when I can. So.
Awesome.
Oh, Walter Payton by far. Yeah, he was just the epitome of hard work, class, total grinder. Played on a lot of bad teams, but led the NFL in rushing many yards, and at the end of his career was rewarded with the Super Bowl. So yeah, Walter Payton by far. So it was during the recession of 08, 09. The everything was going to hell, and the company I was working for at the time, we were struggling like everybody else. It was one of those times where, just going to work, you didn't know if you were going to go in that day, and we were going to be closed down. I just put all the work I can in. I wound up landing a national account that kind of dug us out of the grave at that point and kept us afloat until things had gotten better. To me, that was probably my most memorable experience.
Nice.
Coming into work today, Cold Gin by Kiss.